It's November, apparently. We've been doing this for 3 months. We've not changed clothes or showered or anything. Look, it's like 4:30 in the afternoon and it's dark outside. Promise!
Do you need anything else? A TLC match on free TV? But was it any good? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this. It's episode 3 of Cashing In, marking our time, of course. Mark P and he's Bobby Cash. How was your Halloween?
Halloween was wonderful, and it's definitely 4:30 in the afternoon in November right now. It's not September. I've not been here all day.
Good bonfire
You've washed
night?
that shirt at least 17 times since.
Good bonfire night?
Bonfire night was shit, it always is. Hey, what did you think of Survivor Series?
Oh, Survivor Series, one of my favourites. Every year. Oh. Thank you once again for all your lovely feedback regarding the last 2 episodes.
Once again, fuck off.
Balls to all of you who didn't say anything. Fuck the lot of you for all your nasty comments, depending on which one it be. So, episode 3, the fan choice one of the bunch, as we mentioned before. This had a ladder match theme. Could choose between one of 3, and you guys chose overwhelmingly TLC 3. So it is September. It's not May. September. It says
September now.
It says
September now, mate.
It says SmackDown, and I read that as September because it's September now. It's May,
and it's November.
It's November now, isn't it? It's May the 24th, 2001. We're live in Anaheim, California. 3 days ago on Raw, Triple H tore his quad in a classic match. The one where he and Austin lost the tag belts to the Chris's, Benoit and Jericho.
Tearing.
It was a quad. No, hang on, I'm getting my quad tears confused now, no, because it was the... No, never mind, on. We start this show with Vince McMahon coming out. He talks about Monday. He says that when he says that Triple H was injured, the crowd cheer.
Yay!
And he's like, how bloodthirsty are you? Like,
he's going to be out for 4 to 6 months.
Yay! Fucking great. He says that the Chris's title reign will be short, and tonight they will defend...
team name?
No, that's just what I call them.
The Chris's!
The Chris's. That's just what I call them.
Okay. Or the cry.
Their title reign will be short, and tonight they will defend the belts in a TLC match.
What?
Absolutely no build-up whatsoever. It's just happening tonight. This just doesn't happen, does it?
Hey, I think I'll watch SmackDown tonight. Oh, a TLC match? Fuck is this?
Now, there was dirt sheets and all that back then, because SmackDown was taped on a Tuesday, wasn't it?
Yes.
So people may have had a chance to find out about it.
Well, you were 20?
Yes.
I was 11. I was 10, so I wouldn't have read the internet. And I don't know if you did. I don't know if you knew about this.
I can't remember.
But yeah, Saturday morning, Sky One.
Yeah.
TLC match. Fucking get in.
Okay. Uncle Cracker hits. Out comes
X
Factor.
You know you're dealing with the X Factor.
I don't know.
Thank you for voting.
Yeah, cheers for that. On Raw, X-Pac lost to Matt Hardy when Eddie Guerrero came out. X-Pac was trying to attack Lita, which is weird. And Eddie Guerrero came out. I don't know why is this going? I think was Eddie trying to get in with the Hardys or something like that. I think that's what the case was. Anyway, nice back and forth action for both men. Crowd are hot throughout. The finish looks weird. Eddie goes up top. X-Pac pulls him off the top and hits the face buster, but it doesn't it doesn't. It looks sloppy. It looks like it wasn't meant to be the finish. Let's put it that way. Lasted about 4.5 minutes. In the back, some guy called Tajiri makes his debut, and this is a very, very, very entertaining segment because Tajiri gasses on at 100 miles an hour in Japanese and does a lot of bowing. Regal says, we don't have racial stereotypes here in the WWF. Now go and get me some Dean Crumpets. Fucking brilliant stuff. Genuinely great. Footage from Raw of Shane McMahon interrupting Kurt Angle's Olympic medal reenactment ceremony. Why was this happening?
Shane was starting up WCW.
Yes.
Were at that time, people.
Why was Kurt doing the medal ceremony?
Oh, he won them back from Chris Benoit.
That's the one.
At Judgment Day.
That's the one.
A couple of weeks earlier.
2 out of 3 falls.
Yes. 2 out of 3 falls. And Benoit had him down his pants and he got and kissed him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we had a meddling.
So, later that night, Shane McMahon had cost Kurt Angle his match for the IC title against Kane. Now, Kurt Angle is looking for Shane. Then we see Spike Dudley arguing with his brothers about Molly Holly. They say that she can't be trusted because on Raw she'd given either the ring bell or something like that, a weapon, to the Holly cousins and all that jazz. Then Kurt runs into Molly Holly after an ad break, of course. He threatens her until Spike comes along and tells her off for talking to Molly like that. And he challenges to a match right now. And they cordially walk to the ring from the back.
Excuse me, sir. We're going to have a match now. Come with me. Come with me. This way.
Sort of thing, exactly. So they walk through the crowd, a couple of feet apart, and it's just very entertaining. So, yeah, when they get in the ring, Spike calls him a chicken. And you can probably guess how it goes for the rest of it. Spike gets...
You know anything about Spike Dudley, you know anything about Kurt Angle, yeah, it's just like, fuck off.
Spike gets such a beating. He gets absolutely battered. Beatings on the outside. Then when they get inside, it's suplex, ankle slam, ankle lock. Molly Holly comes out to make the save when Kurt refuses to break it, which then results in the Hollies coming out and grabbing Molly when Kurt puts the ankle lock back on again. So Spike just gets 2 beats. Why not? In the back, after an ad break, Lillian asks Kurt if he's proud of what he's just done. He says he is proud, and he's going to be damn proud when he snaps Shane McMahon's ankle.
Mm-hmm.
Both of us then mark out like little kids when Dean Malenko's music hits. Oh yeah. Dean Malenko defeating Raven in our 3rd match. Taz says that Raven has an IQ of over 6,000.
It's Taz!
It's Taz. I mean, Jesus Christ, he was a retard back then, wasn't he? Jesus Christ. Dean works the leg of Raven. Now, I only mention this because this is the first time in 3 episodes in 5.5 hours of wrestling that we've watched together, that there's actually been just a tiny little bit of psychology in all these matches that we've watched. It's the first one. It's only reason I mention it. Saturn comes in, hits Raven with a neck breaker, isn't arrested, devastating. Jackknife cover gets the win for Dean, and then Raven batters both Saturn and Dean with chairs, which is nice.
Very nice.
In the back, Steve Blackman is vexed when he's whacking his stick about and all that. Trish Stratus comes in, wants to get changed in the same locker room. Steve's like, oh, but this is the men's locker room. So I put this screen up, and then we come back from our break to fight. We get some, I've written here, Austin Powers 2 stuff. Do you remember on Austin Powers 2, you've got Heather Graham and Mike Myers, they're in the tent, and they're doing the thing showing the objects. Well, you've got Steve with his stick, and it looks like a massive cock, and... Ooh. Yeah, Brian Christopher comes in.
So hard.
Yeah, all that sort of thing. Brian Christopher comes in and looks disgusted, which is nice.
Brian Christopher comes in and looks like he's smacked out of his bin.
Of his bin. Out comes Austin. He has a bit of a moan about everything that happened on Raw on Monday. How he squarely puts the blame for losing the tag belts on Triple H's shoulders.
Very good.
It was all Triple H's fault. He then says he will defend the title against anyone in the back, just not here in Anaheim because it's a piece of crap.
Good heel work. He blames the guy who can't defend himself.
Yep.
And he says he'll defend the belt, except not where they are. Gets heat twice.
Yep.
Very good. Very effective.
In the back, Tajiri appears in Regal's office with a giant plate of crumpets. It's just an excessively large amount of crumpets. Then Rhino comes in, demands a match for the hardcore title, which Regal refuses. All right, then I want a match for the WWF Championship. No, because you didn't just hear what Austin said. And so, he goes, all right, I want Kane. And Regal's like, oh, no one wants to face Kane. Rhino's like, well, I do. Like, right, okay, then you've got your match. Match number 4! Steve Blackman, Grandmaster Sex A, and Trish Stratus defeating Bull Buchanan, Goodfather, and Ivory. This is the Right to Censor's last appearance by my account.
Is it?
I'm pretty certain that you never see the Right to Censor ever again. Because they've lost the leader. They got rid of Steve Blackman. Jeez, I'm good at this, aren't I? Aren't I good at this? Stephen Richards. They got rid of him, and then so there's just the 3 of them, and like I say,
if it's not this show, then it's around about this
If I'm wrong, I'm sure you guys will let me know, won't you? Of course. Fast and Furious, I've got written here on my notes. Lots and lots and lots of tags. Trish Stratus still wasn't a great worker at this point, but it's all right. It's okay. A hip hop drop on Bull Buchanan by Grandmaster Sexay means that Steve Blackman can get the cover, and then, believe it or not, the three faces dance, including Blackman. Yeah, he does his martial arts things, but that's Blackman's dancing, which is cool.
Still better than mine.
350. In the back, Perry Saturn comes out of the training room. He's gone mad.
We should mention that in the match. In the match, Perry Saturn gave Raven a neck breaker and banged his head on the canvas and was lying down and was kind of out of it. So at the moment, he's been sent to a trainer.
There we go.
And this is where
we've got Dean Malenko and Terry Runnels. They're outside the trainer's room. They're very, very concerned. Perry Saturn comes out and when asked if he's okay, says,
"Bunnies eat radishes so they can have babies. You're welcome."
This is the start of Perry Saturn going crazy, falling in love with the mop and all that jazz. Edge and Christian then say they have a habit of winning TLC matches, which is all good. Kane defeating Rhino, match number 5. Champion comes out first. Do not like that. Stiff, hard hitting, nice stuff. There's an electric chair drop by Kane. There's a power slam as well by Kane. Good belly to belly by Rhino. Rhino misses the gore, and Kane can get the choke slam for the win. Yay. 4 minutes.
And now, the reason why we are here.
Yes, this has
been voted for by you guys. You had TLC 3, TLC 4, or Undertaker versus Hardy on Raw for the Undisputed title.
It's weird because I think I'm happy with this one, but I really wanted to review Undertaker versus Jeff Hardy because I think it's a really overrated match, but I haven't seen it for a long time. So what am I going back?
You think it's overrated?
I think
it's fantastic.
I think it's a squash match.
Oh no, you watch it again.
So that's the thing.
You watch it again. Right, so, brief history. Tables, ladders and chairs came about from Edge and Christian, the Hardys and the Dudleys all having their own little signature weapon.
Yes.
So Mick Foley put them in a match. SummerSlam 2000, have you reviewed that?
Yes, down below.
Right, down below, if he remembers. Then, Edge and Christian get the win in that one. Then, TLC 2, which was at WrestleMania 17. Same teams, same outcome. Edge and Christian
match.
win it.
5 stars.
You
yes,
reviewed
that one as well.
It's in there. So, here we are. Jericho and Benoit won the tag titles on the Raw before this, defeating Austin and Triple H, like we said.
Yep.
Vince wasn't happy about that, so he wanted to get the belts off them as quick as he could. So what does he do? He puts them in a tables, ladders and chairs match with the 3 other teams that were known for this match. TLC 3 on SmackDown.
Go. Down. Now, I'm not going to do your full play-by-play because that would take 8. This is a 20-minute match. So, just sort of a few highlights for you. So, were you going to say something then, my friend?
No.
Okay, it's all right. So, powerbomb off a ladder by Matt Hardy on Christian. Diving headbutt off the top rope to the outside by Benoit, goes sailing through a table, and then Benoit is stretchered to the back. Even Taz jumps off the commentary desk, doesn't he? He's so concerned about Benoit.
We think this is the cause of Benoit. It's probably built up over time, but that bump, because there's no give, there's nothing to stop his fall there. He's done a diving headbutt off the top rope to the floor, through a table. That's probably triggered him being out for a year.
Yeah, that's what broke.
I think he actually said that. But...
broke his freaking neck. Bulldog off the top of the ladder by Jericho on Bubba Ray. Walls on top of a ladder on Edge. You remember at Royal Rumble 2001 they did a similar sort of thing. It looks
Jericho
just as good. Yes. Suplex off the top of a ladder by Bubba on Jeff. This is a truly scary looking bump. As on one hand, when they're up in midair, it looks like Jeff's going to come down. It looks like he's going to do a brainbuster on him. But the way that he comes down, his legs so close to the ropes, it's just, this could have gone so very badly wrong. Benoit comes back out, looks vexed. He climbs but he's concerto to the ribs. That is nasty. 3D, it's almost like a super 3D off the top of a ladder through a table on Christian. Jeff sets up his big ass ladder on the outside and does one of his vaulting leg drops through the announce table and goddamn, what was it, the way you described it, the whiplash effect.
Yeah.
As Jeff comes down, his head bounces off the ground. It does not look nice. I mean, it does. It looks fucking great, but Jeff's
well, for him, I feel bad for Jeff. Yeah.
And one that I'd forgotten about is, sorry, no, I haven't forgotten about this one. The Matt hitting a twist of fate on Devon off the ladder. That looks really nasty because the way that Matt pulls him off too fast. So he comes down and basically takes the whole brunt of his impact with his forehead. How he didn't break his neck, I've no idea. And like I say, one that I'd forgotten about is the spear by Edge off a ladder on Jericho. For some reason, I'd had it in my head that just the big ass spear at WrestleMania 17 that we saw was the only spear spot he saw, but apparently he did quite a few of them.
He did it quite a few. He did it again. He's done it to Jeff at least 3 times.
Yeah.
And there you go, one for Jericho.
See, what the fuck do I know? So, and of course, there was ladder shots and chair shots, plenty unprotected ones, the majority of which as well. They were all horrible, but all good at the same time. And it's Chris Benoit who climbs after 20 minutes to get the win and retain the Tag Team Championships. Did you enjoy this match?
I enjoyed this match thoroughly. It's not my favourite TLC. My favourite TLC is TLC 1.
Really? No,
yeah,
that is
that's
a
my
surprise.
favourite match.
It's
my favourite gimmick match.
Whereas,
I do have a favourite. That's another story for another day. But no, I really enjoyed this. It's the Forgotten TLC. That's the nickname of this match. Yeah. It's the Forgotten one. And there's no reason. The only reason why it's forgotten is because it was on SmackDown. It's not forgotten if you watch it. Yeah. If that makes any sense.
I think that's why the people, I assume it's why you people wanted us to review this one, because it is the forgotten one. I'll say that the TLC 2 is my favourite one. I think it tells a better story because it's got the Rhino and Spike Dudley and Lita in it as well. I think that element of it is but this is a really fun little match. It's never going to be as good, I don't think, as TLC 1 or 2. I think there's 2 things. I think one, because those 2 shows were both on pay-per-views, so it had a much bigger audience. But secondly, and no Jim Ross. I think the absence...
Michael Cole and Taz, yeah.
Michael Cole and Taz. I think King and JR on commentary make a TLC match.
I have a couple of points why this is forgotten. The first 2 were storyline based. Edge and Christian, Hardys and Dudleys. There was a reason for it. The second the reason why this is forgotten as well is because it was thrown together. It wasn't even announced on Raw. It was announced by Vince at the start of the show.
At the very last.
So if you didn't watch SmackDown, because there was no Twitter, there was no Facebook. You know, if you weren't watching SmackDown on that Thursday, you didn't know that this was happening unless you were proper into your computers back. Unless you were proper into your computers back then. But there you go.
Hey, we've actually been very good on the OSW review.
I know.
Some people moaned last time, apparently. I guess.
Did we moan?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's in the future, in the past.
In the past, yeah.
There was nothing memorable on this show whatsoever apart from that match. This is a completely forgettable show. Once again, there's nothing bad on it. It's just there's nothing memorable. But
we will get there. We'll find one. We'll find a show that's amazing.
It's just well, I was just going to say that this one once again flew past. Because take out the advert breaks, this show is 1 hour and 25 minutes long, and it straight after that. Bear in mind the main event's 20 minutes of that. So yeah, it absolutely shot by. It's not bad by any stretch of the imagination, especially compared to today's product, but it's there's nothing memorable. There's nothing special. There's no reason to watch it unless you want to watch all the TLC matches. There is literally no, and even then you just watch the match when you want to watch the show.
Yep.
Have you anything else to add?
No, just ratings. SmackDown that night drew 3.9, which is about what Raw is doing now. So you can think, in 2001, SmackDown was doing as good as Raw is these days. So, you know, simpler times. This show is not on the network.
It's not, no.
If he finds a torrent for it, he'll put it in the description. If not, this match is available on the Ladder Match DVD compilation 1. It's on there. So is the first 4 TLC matches are on that show, are on that DVD. So if you have it, it's there. If not,
I'm sure
if we can find it on the torrent, if you can find the torrent for the show, if you want to watch the whole show, they'll post it.
Yep.
If he just finds the TLC match,
post that down below. Yep. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you ever so much for watching again. I can't tell you what the next one will be.
We don't know. The next show will be. I think it'll be mine. I think it'll be mine because I picked the first one.
Yes.
You and me.
So
it's my turn.
To our social media, and I'm sure you'll find out.
Our Twitters are down there. It'll be me next. It will probably be out around maybe January because Christmas time, stuff like that. I've got to try and find some time to get there. And that's it because we live quite far away from each other. So yeah, that's
why we've taped 3. We haven't taped 3.
Shut up!
3 shows
in
one day.
I just like this shirt. Okay.
Jesus Christ! I have been Mark P.
I have been Bobby Cash.
And we will see you all soon. Thank you so much for watching. Take it easy and good night. Bye, guys. Woohoo!